Well, good morning. Welcome to another fishing adventure. Big lake fishing this morning. The hook baits are going to be vanilla tiger nuts, and I don't know if the carp are spawning here yet or not. I was here yesterday and I caught fish, but I didn't measure the water temp. Probably should have. I'll probably do that today. But they're spawning in the area. In this region, they're spawning in various places, but I think the water's still too cool in this particular lake. I was at a much shallower lake about a week ago, and they were spawning there, not that far from here, but it's a shallower lake and water warms up faster. To the best of my knowledge, 70 degrees is kind of the magic number for carp spawn, but that lake I was at, that I just mentioned, that shallower lake, the water temp was only 64, at least at the spot where I measured it. So apparently that 70 degree thing is not some hard fast rule. How did I know that the carp were spawning there? Well, I saw them swimming around erratically, chasing each other around near the shoreline. Sometimes they'll even act like a beached whale, and they'll go up into the shallow areas where it's real shallow and just be like half their body out of the water, like splashing around on the edge of the shoreline. If you're new to carp fishing, the reason why the spawn is significant is because during the spawning time, the carp don't eat very much. They spend most of their time being concerned with reproducing, and they don't eat very much. So fishing for them with food is not very productive because they don't eat very much. You can catch carp during spawn, they just don't eat very much. And the spawn can last anywhere between like a week to probably up to even 3 weeks, but plan on a couple of weeks for sure. And I don't really fish for them much when they're spawning. The best way I know of to fish for carp during the spawn is to just hop around to different bodies of water. If they're spawning at one place, go try a different place where they may not be spawning yet, or they may be done spawning. You just kind of bounce around until you find a pond or lake or river or whatever where the spawning has not happened yet, or it's over. Like I said, I caught fish here yesterday, and I have not seen any spawning behavior at this lake yet, so I don't think it started here yet. Today is May 23rd here in northern Iowa. Get that drag set right for the fighting drag, and set the bait runner drag. Probably about 5-6 feet of water where I'm fishing here, about 40-50 yards off the bank. The reason I'm casting so far off the bank is because there's a weed line out there. I just know this from previous experience at this spot, and I want to get my baits beyond the weed line just so to eliminate the chances of my bait just landing in a clump of weeds and being hidden from view. Most of the time I do my carp fishing near the shore, near the shoreline, and at a lake as big as this, 40-50 yards out is near the shoreline. And smaller ponds I will usually fish maybe only 10 or 15 yards away from the bank. So like I said, that shallow lake that I was at last week where they were spawning, after they start spawning here at this big lake, then I'll go back to that shallow lake because the spawning should be done by that time. So like I was talking about, just kind of hopping around, going to different places, trying to time it right, trying to do the fishing either before the spawn has happened or after. just had a pull here. I was just rebaiting. It's been about an hour and a half. Yeah, fish on. I was just rebaiting, thinking probably for the last time today, because a little after 9, and I was gonna stay till 10. Ooh yeah. Just thinking about what I was gonna do with the rest of my day, but hold on a minute. Fish are biting now. This has some really good weight. I'm actually glad I didn't cast that one out yet, because that line would have been totally in the way of this here and might have got tangled. And I had just casted this out, a minute or two ago. I was rebaiting my third line here. I had already rebaited this one. Ooh. So this one had only been out, probably 3-4 minutes. Definitely a carp. I just saw a gold body out there, but that's all I saw. I wish I had my sunglasses, but they're sitting by my chair up there. Oh, it's a big fish. Yeah, it's a nice big fish. I just saw his back. Real big fight here just in this last 10 yards here. Every time I get him within about 20 feet of me, he just freaking takes it all back. Heads back out there. All right, here he comes. All right, here he comes. I'm gonna get him this time. Come on in. Get in, get in. Oh no, he's trying to get my other line is slack. My other line is slack, I just noticed up there. This fish just has energy for days. Okay, he's in the net. Yeah, I think this fish has got to be pushing 20. Let's see. About 18 in the net. Okay. Yeah, this is a beauty. I got to scoot back so it'll fit in the frame. I'm gonna call it what was it, about 18 in the net, so 16 and a half, 17 pound. Big, long, sturdy fish. I mean, this is a beauty, man. This is all I want. This is all I wanted today, was a big fish. I gotta show you the other side. He's got an interesting marking on the other side. Yeah, on this side he's got a spot where he's missing some scales right there. I don't know what that was, if that was an injury. He got caught by a crankbait or maybe hit by an arrow. I don't know. Maybe it was just an infection. Who knows, but yes, this is what I came here for this morning. Pre-spawn, late May, still pre-spawn here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Back in the water, I've got slack line behind me here. I don't know if there's a fish on there. Let's go find out. Oh, there's definitely a fish on it because it's tight now. Okay. All right, big girl, get on out of here. See you when you're 20. Yeah, the fish is worn out. That was a long fight. I'm a little bit worn out too. All right, let's see what's happening on this rod here. There's definitely a fish on. Yep. And this one is just letting me pull him in, not putting up a fight or anything. We'll see what happens when it gets closer. It's right here. Yeah. Oh. This is a little bit smaller fish, I think. I caught a little glimpse of him when it was here. Oh, it's a big catfish. It's a big catfish. That's what it is. Let's get in here. Yeah, pretty nice catfish. I give it 6-7 pounds. I'm not keeping any fish today. See ya. Yeah, I guess I'll stay a little longer. Guess this was a catfish hook. Yeah, I managed to get it out of the mouth without damaging the hook, so that's a bonus. Tiger nuts did not survive though. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I purposely got here extra early. I got here at like 7 o'clock because I thought there might be an early morning bite, but I guess that got up early for no reason because nothing's biting until 9:30. The spring temperatures and the water warming up, the fishing patterns are slowly changing from middle of the day, warmest part of the day activity to early morning, but kind of right in the in between stage right now, I guess. I mentioned it earlier, but then I completely forgot to do it. Let's get a water temp here. Yeah, it's still only 65, and this is in a foot of water in the sun, so it's probably cooler out there in the deeper stuff. Yep. That startled me. That startled me indeed. Fish on. Oh, I'm getting a bite on my middle rod too. I think there must have been a group of fish moving in. I've got something pulling on my middle rod as well. Kind of struggling with this. Definitely got 2 fish on. I'm trying to keep the lines from getting tangled and trying not to trip and fall down the bank as well. Alright, after much struggle, I finally got this fish here in front of me. It's a good fish too. Come on in. Okay. Damn it. Alright, smaller fish. This is getting to be a little bit of a frustrating cluster of a situation here. I'm gonna put this fish back. I got drag pulling going on back there. All right. This fish was heading for the hills, but I'm on them now. Just stumbling around on these loose rocks, try not to break my neck, makes it a little stressful sometimes with a double. I've got some really good weight here on this line. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. This fish took a lot of line and was free to do so for quite a while, and I'm just really surprised it's not tangled up in something. This is very lucky, I think. But it's taken me a long time here to get this fish to come in. It was out for so far. Okay, he's right here. Finally, took forever. Yeah, it's a real good fish. Shaking his head like a bass under the water there. Yeah, he's not having any of that. I had him close, but he's leaving now. Fighting these larger fish is more of an exercise in patience than anything. It takes patience to just not want to horse them in. I'll end up ripping the hook out. It's a balance between putting force on them and then being gentle. Because if you're too gentle, then they're going to swim around and get tangled eventually. You know, you can't fight them for 45 minutes, but a good 10 minutes, good 10-15 minutes is what I've been at it with this fish here. I've clipped out a lot of it through the editing of the video. This water has gotten a lot cloudier just in the last few hours. Wind picked up a little bit and then boats driving around out there too. Come on in. He's so close. He's right there. Big, long fish. Okay, here he comes. Come on. Come on. It helps when I crouch down like this. Every time I stand up, then the fish sees me stand up and goes for another burst. All right, here he comes. Come on, 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 come on. Yes! In the net. That's another big fish. Yeah, he's hooked real good in the bottom lip there, right in that lower corner. Get a weight here. Yeah, almost 17 in the net. Yeah, kind of a carbon copy of that first big fish. 15, 16 pounds, something like that. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. This is when I was planning on heading home, and I think I'm going to. This is a great note to end the day on. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.